Hey guys, it's LukeMan97. Welcome back to another video on World of Warships Blitz. I know this week we've kind of had and last week we've kind of had a hectic upload schedule. Like I've completely forgot to upload the BeamNG video a couple different times, so I'm really sorry about that. I really meant to upload it last week when the update actually came out, so it's really late, but I hope you guys still enjoy it. That'll be coming out today. Also, my Prince Idol Friedrich review video will come out today. But anyways, today we're actually looking at, and I know we're in the port of St. Petersburg, Russia, which is not very realistic for a U.S. ship. But anyways, we are looking at a U.S. destroyer, which we actually haven't done before. We've looked at, I think the only U.S. ship we've looked at before is the Montana. It's been a while since we've looked at a U.S. ship, so we're going to look at this U.S. destroyer, which is the USS Benson. Now, this thing did exist. Obviously, the U.S. built a ton of destroyer classes, so I've kind of lost track of them. But I know she was somewhere before the Fletcher and after the Mahan, because that's what she is in the tech tree. I think she was either the class before Fletcher or two classes before Fletcher. But it says in the description that she was a mainstay of the U.S. Navy in World War II. So they used her in World War II alongside like Fletchers and stuff like that. So, yeah, let's first of all compare this thing. So she was the lead ship of her class, obviously. So let's go ahead and compare it first of all to the Farragut, which the Farragut, the Mahan or the Mahan, however you want to pronounce it, because we'll see the progression from the Mahan. So as we can see, same engine boosts and smokes, but we actually get defensive AA 1, 2 charges on the Benson. We don't get that on the Mahan. More hit points, obviously, a little bit better torpedo damage reduction, but still you don't want to get hit by torps. Better reload on the guns. They're a bit newer of guns. Better range, damage, turret traverse speed. These turrets traverse extremely fast, the turrets. You can have them to the other side in like 0.2 seconds. Torpedo-wise, she's the first of the U.S. tech tree line to get the two quintuple launcher layout. The Mahan had the 3 quadruples, one in the middle and one on each side. So the first one to get 2 quintuples. So actually, she technically has less torps than the Mahan, because the Mahan gets 12 in total with a 3 quadruple, but she can launch more from one side than the Mahan. The Mahan can only launch 8 from one side, but she can launch 10. Okay, better torp damage, speed, and flooding. And she gets an improved AA and small caliber AA range and a worse surface detection. But see, this is the thing that's kind of a joke with these destroyers. They don't have the best AA. I mean, they're not as dreadful as Japanese destroyers as far as AA goes, but they're definitely not Swedish destroyer level. And yet we still get the improved AA consumable, the air offense alert, which kind of seems like a joke to me. Anyways, another thing we're going to compare it to is we're going to compare this to the Lo Yang, which is the Chinese Tier 8 premium destroyer, Lo Yang. As you can see, this is a Benson class, but the thing that's ironic is it's not just a Benson class, it's the Benson herself later on. It was sold to Taiwan, so this is in the Free Taiwanese Navy, but the Benson was actually sold to Taiwan, the Benson herself. So let's go ahead and compare the two. First off, we see the Lo Yang gets 1 less engine boost, but that doesn't really matter too much, although you have to be more conservative with them then. Same amount of smokes, but instead of the air defense consumable, the Lo Yang actually gets sonar 2 charges, which honestly I would like to have more than the anti-air defense, because you know, these things don't have the best AA, so I'd much rather have sonar. The hulls are completely identical, obviously. Somehow the Benson manages to get better acceleration. Maybe that's attributed to the engine slightly wearing out. Guns are exactly the same. Torpedoes are exactly the same. The Lo Yang does not get deep water torps like some Chinese destroyers do. The large caliber AA is actually better on the Benson, but the small caliber is better on the Lo Yang. And the Lo Yang has a better surface detection, which I think the large caliber AA being less on the Lo Yang can be attributed to the fact that her main guns were actually reduced to 4. It says here she was upgraded with new torpedoes, and the complement of main guns was reduced to 4. Advanced AA guns. Yeah, so she got more AA and less main turrets. So it makes sense that the large caliber might have gone down a little bit. Anyways, as far as elite bonus, I do not have this thing upgraded. I didn't want to waste the blueprints to finish it. But you could choose Advanced Gun Director or Advanced Engine, which this thing is not, it's kind of in the middle. It's not exactly a gunboat like the Soviet line or the end of the Italian line or stuff like that. But you can set some fires with your guns and annoy people like crazy with them. So I don't know what to say as far as this. I'd probably go with Advanced Gun Director because you don't have the best speed, but it's acceptable. So yeah, I'd probably go with Advanced Gun Director. As far as camouflage, you can get Historical Camo. It gives you main battery range, torpedo range, traverse speed, and surface detection. We'll just take the default though. As far as battle honors, typical tech tree stuff, XP money, resources, stuff like that. Yeah. So, as far as supplies, I would probably recommend the high-grade coal because it reduces your surface detection. Probably, obviously, the improved crew rations I recommend on anything because it increases your torpedo damage and stuff like that. And probably refined diesel. Equipment, I would probably recommend on the first one the torpedo tube mod 1. You could go with, no, you wouldn't want to go with that. You'd probably go with torpedo mod 1, because torpedo tube mod 1, because the main battery already traverses extremely fast, and the torpedo tubes are kind of slow to traverse. As far as slot 2, I'd probably just fit this thing completely out with steering gear mod 1, and then you could go with steering gear mod 2, but I would probably go with propulsion because this thing isn't the fastest of destroyers, so yeah. As far as commander skills, I'll obviously take the ones I have. Yeah, you could go with, actually, generalist works, but you could go with exploit weakness since you set fires with your guns and floods with the torpedoes, so you could go with that, but I just chose that for some reason. Either one of them would work. And then in slot 8, you would want to take the Mist Weaver, obviously, because of the smoke screen. Slot 9, the Demo Expert, or you could, actually no, you would probably want to go with the Engine Overload, or you could go with Demo Expert, it's up to you. Probably Engine Overload, though. Slot 10, you want to go with Compartment Maintenance. Slot 11, probably go with IFHE, because you're mostly going to be firing HE out of your guns, unless you're encountering another destroyer, then you might use AP, but usually HE because you're not going to pen on battleships with AP. Slot 12, obviously Giant Hunter. Alright, let's get into a battle. Which, yeah, by the way, I just unlocked the Fletcher, which is the Tier 9 Tech Tree US destroyer, so I'll probably be reviewing that before long as well, so get ready for that one. That should be fun. But yeah, definitely a solid Tier 8 destroyer. I mean, like I said, not exactly a gunboat, but you can still use your guns. Here we're up against Bot Hiryu, Atlantico, double Atlantico actually, Bot Nagato, Tone, and Albemarle, and Bot Mahan. So yeah, those Atlanticos are kind of scary for destroyers. I don't think I want to get close to them because, yeah, rule number 1 of this game at this point, never get close to an Atlantico if you're in a destroyer. If you're in anything, by the way. Well, okay, so if you're in a battleship,
engine boost activated.
If you're in a battleship, you can get close to an Atlantico if you want to, but you're still going to hurt from their secondaries. But definitely don't do it in a destroyer because those secondaries will kill you in like 4 salvos of the secondary, seriously.
Enemy target spotted.
Okay, it looks like we got, oh, there's the Albemarle. I'm just going to smoke up here. I don't know how, okay, there we go, I'm not protected anymore. Ouch, that hurt.
Our team captured the area.
Make sure you move around in your smoke screens too, so people can't, figure out where you are. Wow, I'm already dead, basically. Yeah, you definitely have to be careful. I'm just gonna lob some torps in their direction. Oops, sorry, Black Cow. I didn't mean to block your torps. Yeah, I'm flooding the bot, but that's not really helping.
We're under attack!
And I basically lost all my hit points because of that, which really sucks.
We're hit!
I'm about to die. Now I'm dead.
The ship is on fire!
I can't down on the fire.
Team captured the area.
That was just unbelievably horrible. I don't know what I was even doing there. But I knew from the start we weren't going to win anyways, because two Atlanticos and a Tone for that matter, there's just no way you're going to win when there's two Atlanticos. Like, come on, Wargaming, either nerf the Atlantico or I don't know, just do something. It's really, really hard to play the game when it's just Atlantico, Atlantico, Atlantico.
Our team captured the area.
If Atlantico ever comes back in like a bundle or something, I'm gonna have to buy it because it is just so OP. It's crazy. I mean, they are susceptible to fires and floods, but like that's about the only thing they're susceptible to. Look at this thing pounding away with his secondaries at a Prince Heinrich that's probably like 11 kilometers away, and he's dead already. Yay. Yep, that's the unfairness of going up against Atlanticos for you. I think that Atlantico was the one that killed me at the end, honestly.
Enemy team captured the area. Negative!
We had an Indianapolis. I didn't even pay attention.
Negative!
And he's dead. Here's our Ranger that's slowly dying as well. Oh, that's an Albemarle over there. I thought that was an Atlantico. Look at the bot doing his 360-degree turn to avoid those torps. Actually, he's not going to avoid them. He's dead. Well, that was the most unfair game I've probably ever played in this ship, so let's do another one. I'm gonna wait a couple seconds, though, maybe for them to get in battle, because I don't want to go against that team again. That was just pain and suffering. Let's give it a few minutes. But yeah, here's the sneak peek at the Fletcher. We'll be reviewing that before long. Actually, I haven't played it yet. I just got it. But anyways, hopefully they're in battle. Let's go ahead and cook it. If we go against them again, I'm just going to be sad because... Alright, we don't get them again, good. Up against Black Kansas, Bismarck, Takao, Mogami, Double Kagero, and Benson. Another Benson. We have Kansas, North Carolina, Cleveland, Wichita, Double Benson, and Akizuki. Yeah, it's not as bad as when the Atlantico first came out and there was like full teams of Atlanticos. It's not as bad as then, but
Battle starts.
you will spot the occasional Atlantico though, and it will kind of be annoying.
Roger that.
Okay, we'll go down right flank here. I don't know who's going to come with us. Cleveland looks like he wants to go that way. We got quite a few DDs to deal with, so I don't want to run into the Mogami or the Takao, though, because those things would really mess you up.
Target spotted.
Okay, there's one of the Bensons.
Target hit. We hit the enemy.
I'm going to smoke up, because I'd rather not. Wow, I've hit an island, okay. This is the kind of smoke you sit in, so you know. Let's just put some torps there in case he decides to come around the island.
Torpedoes.
I have no clue where he is, but if he's coming around, we don't have to worry about him. Oh, he's already around the island. Interesting. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna head this way and forget about him. Our the North Carolina isn't very good at taking care of DDs, but he'll have to because I can't really do it. Yeah, you don't have to be super conservative with your torps on here because they don't have a huge reload, but you have to be more conservative with them than, say, if you were in an Italian destroyer that has like a 30-second reload, because this thing has quite a long reload on the, well, longer reload than most on the torps. Not crazy, like I said, but, you know. Okay, oh, there's a black Kansas coming our way. Okay. We'll have a smoke ready soon. I wish there was a thing that would add to your smokes. That would be nice. Because right now, yeah, there's no, like a commander skill that would add a smoke. Because the Benson and the Fletcher both get only 3 smokes. That's why I can't wait for the tier 10 gearing, because that thing gets, no, they only get 2 smokes, sorry. The gearing gets 3 smokes. Alright, let's get some torps go out. Kansas, he isn't very fast, though, so that's a big, bulky ship. The only problem is it has really good torpedo protection, so even if I hit it with some torps, it's not going to do a whole lot.
Good job.
I don't know how he did damage to me that much with armor-piercing shells, because usually that doesn't do much to destroyers. Okay, it looks like he's on permaflood, which is a good thing. Wish I had more torps ready, but I don't, so I'm just going to smoke up so I can gun spam him, because, like I said, not a gunboat, but still it works to shoot. Wow, I don't know how he still saw me. He doesn't have radar, I don't think.
Target hit.
He's kind of stupid, though, broadsiding me for a while. He's going to get torped really bad. There's a permaflood, definitely, and he killed me. No, that's not a permaflood. He had his Damacon back by then, but still, that's a decent battle. So you see what the Benson can do. I don't know if we're gonna win this, but I won't make you guys stick around till it's over because that would just take too much of you guys' time and make the video long. But anyways, that's what the Benson can do. It's a decent tier 8 destroyer. I mean, yeah, I think I would take it over yeah, it's a good tier 8 destroyer with 10 torpedoes. But that's gonna be it for today, guys. Like I said, more reviews coming in the future. Also, maybe I'll bring some different kinds of content in as well as reviews. But thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, like the video, and I will see you in the next one. Hopefully we win this.